Ain't nothing wrong with you, just remember you're special. Feeling hopeless and alone, just remember there's always God there to be there to help you. Put in effort, make mistakes, no one on this earth is perfect. Trials and tribulations both in life are guaranteed, but in the end it's all worth it. I'm hoping and I'm praying this is something relatable and the words are beneficial when someone out there can understand what I'm saying. Mind, muscle, motivation. Let's stop playing. Share it with the nation. What's going on, people? Welcome. Mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Thank you for tuning in. Hope everybody's having themselves a blessed hump day, Wednesday. Don't ask me why they call it hump day, because if it's really what those of us who think it is, every day should be a hump day. I'm kidding. Listen, I'm all about getting better, growing, getting to know yourself, giving suggestions to better yourself. And that's what this channel is all about for those who are tuning in for the first time. And hey, sit back, relax, give me about 15, 20 minutes of your time. And just, like I said, think about the suggestions, be open-minded to what ideas I have to give. And hey, let's grow together forever. I wanted to talk about those of us, which is probably a lot of us, who have such a cluttered mind. Everybody's walking around with so much on their mind, and at night, we're not able to sleep. We still wake up tired, even after having, 6-8 hours of rest. And it's because we went to sleep, but we didn't rest. So let me change that. And that's why we're walking around so mentally and emotionally tired. And let me tell you something. That's me. I don't mean to do it, but I'm an individual who doesn't forget a lot, especially when it comes to emotions. I'm an individual who I don't hold on to a lot, at least I don't think, but I don't forget a lot. And a lot stays on my mind, and I'm not walking around like an emotional wreck, but I walk around with a lot on my mind. And at night, I stay up with my mind on repeat. It's just going. It's just going and going and going. And I do have to take medication. I do have to take things to help me sleep at night. And I know I'm not the only one. So I'm just talking about how we just have a lot on our mind, and I'm trying to think of ideas to declutter it. So, hey, let's dive into it. Have you ever sat there and just wanted to really enjoy a movie, but something pops into your head? So you're watching something, but you're not retaining anything. You're reading something, but you're not retaining anything. Your child, your significant other, maybe people at work, maybe a complete stranger. Every single one of those approach you. You're listening. You're hearing, but you're not really listening. And again, you're not retaining nothing. Maybe an individual says something that's really important to you, but you don't even remember that individual's name. You can be forgetful, of course, but you can be selective in a way that you're really just holding on to something that you really want to hear or think about, and everything else isn't really that important. That's me. That is me. To the utmost, that is me. Because I'm selective in a way because I'm not able to pull apart certain things that I'm thinking about. And maybe I am holding on to certain things. Maybe it's trauma in a certain way that I really haven't realized. And maybe it's just me repeating things out of habit. I don't know. But again, I know I'm not the only one. And that's why I'm talking about it, because, again, a lot of us are walking around and we're tired. We're really just tired. And we can sit here and say things that we think we're tired from, all the while it's really because we don't shut our minds off. And again, it goes back to going to sleep and not really getting any rest. And that's why we're waking up feeling so tired. I forget. No, buddy. Close the door, buddy. Y'all already know who that was. I think it's going to be an everyday thing from now on. So bear with me, everybody. But again, anyways, just a cluttered mind. Just a cluttered mind. And it's kind of like really being a zombie. You're just being on autopilot. I talked about that. But having a cluttered mind is also another thing that will make you walk around on autopilot. And you're doing things out of habit. Again, it's just the monotony of what you do every single day, the repetition. And you're not even really realizing what you're doing, because it's what you do every day. And your mind is so cluttered that you don't even realize what you're doing. You can't even really enjoy who you're doing it with. And life is just really passing you by. Because this is all things that I've realized. My weeks go by so quick. My days go by so quick. And I'm always feeling tired. And things that I think about, I'm a type of individual. I like to stay on top of things. Literally, figuratively. I think I've said that before. I'm just kidding, everybody. But I like to stay on top of things. So I'm living the day, but I'm also thinking about the next day and then the next day. And I thought maybe writing things down will kind of, shut my mind off a little bit. But even when I write things down, I'm thinking about what else can I write down. So I mean, I guess you gotta take sacrifices when it comes to staying on top of things in your mind. I don't think it's anxiety. Maybe that's what creates anxiety, and that's something that can. I don't know if it's really in your thoughts. I guess your emotions and your thoughts, they kind of correlate with one another. But again, I'm an individual who has a cluttered mind, as I'm talking about it, I'm really trying to think about how my days are, and I try to start them early. I try to write things down, but even when I do those things, I know that each and every single day it may be filled with the same type of stuff, but that same type of energy is going to be what's different. So I'm trying to prepare myself, um, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all these things combine with one another, and it all starts up here. So if you're an individual who has a cluttered mind because of that, maybe it's not so much a bad thing. And well, if it affects your sleep, I guess that's a sacrifice you're gonna have to make. um I've talked about it already. Waking up early, you can get a lot of stuff done. But when you wake up early, of course, you got to know why. So again, it goes back to writing stuff down and all of that. To me, it kind of it kind of pushes the anxiety down. But as I'm talking about it, maybe that's what creates it in the first place. I don't know. But those are examples of having a cluttered mind. Now, I didn't realize how cluttered my mind truly is until I thought about what I do most. And what I do most, I work out and I stay active. I'm always cleaning, and now I'm always playing with the little ones. So, talking about it right now with you, whoever's listening, my mind is very cluttered. And I say that because Listen, people, my body may not show it, okay? My body may not show it, but I truly work out all throughout the day. And I may not be working out in the garage or at the gym, like truly working out in the traditional way, but I will have to do 50 push ups, maybe 1 o'clock, okay? And then maybe 30 minutes later, I'm doing something. I'm always having to stay active. So to give you more context, I will wake up. This is why I wake up so early on the weekends when I have to work. And I know I don't have to. I know I don't have to. My alarm is set at 2:12. Why 2:12? Why not 2 o'clock? I don't know. It's set at 2:12, and I don't have to be clocked in at work until 4:58. But I have to wake up early because doing that, no, buddy, because doing that, he wants to make a video too, guys. uh, it just, there's emotions running. I want to be relaxed. In order to be relaxed, I have to shut down. You know what? I think I just realized I have anxiety. This is why I'm doing this, people. I don't have answers. These are suggestions and these are things that I'm discovering. So, anyways, I think if you're an individual who has to stay ahead and has to do everything they can to be, I don't like saying prepared, but better equipped for the day. These are things that you're going to run into. So I have to wake up early and I like to stay on top of things because I want to be equipped. And because I want to be equipped, my mind will always stay running because whatever it is that I'm having to do or even want to do, I want to be as equipped as I possibly can. So back to waking up early on the weekends that I have to work. The alarm is set at 2:12 and I will work out however much I can, stretch, eat breakfast, and think about things that I will possibly run into for the day. Think about how I already know, I mean, it's work. So there's only so much you can really think about that's going to possibly happen. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about who I may have to work with, the people that I'm going to, cross paths with, like literally, because, we have to walk. It's a distribution center. So, but these are the things that I'm trying to do as best as I can to be better equipped for. And, I say stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Uh, always do what you can to be prepared. But obviously, you can't be prepared for everything that happens in life. And this I know, and this is the stuff that I think about. Like death, for example, I don't mean to darken, the whole subject and how I'm talking and how I'm speaking, but I know there's nothing I can do to prepare for death. But I know it's going to happen. But the emotions that I'm going to have towards whoever it happens to, I can prepare for that. I can listen to people who have lost a loved one all day long. But I can't prepare. I can't prepare for that. And I won't even mention the individuals, but I can't be prepared for that. Can I be equipped? For me, I don't mean to be equipped for it, but I think about it every day. I think about it every day. Right there. And that's just one of the things that keep my mind running. So if you can really focus in and think about what I'm talking about, it's stuff like that that keeps my mind running and keep my mind cluttered. What can I do to declutter it from death? Nothing. Nothing. Now, say I have to be away from home. Um, Say I have to go to the store. I don't like going into the store. I like to order stuff online because, for one, I just truly don't like being around people. I know I'm not the only one. It sounds messed up, but I just don't. Can I be around other people? Of course. But I just know how some people are. What can I do to prepare for that? I can't. But can I be better equipped for that? Yes. How do I, what do I do to be better equipped for that? I work out. I wake up early. I try to get myself in a relaxed state. And working out gets me in a relaxed state. Waking up early gets me in a relaxed state. Stretching gets me in a relaxed state. So, if I can summarize everything I just said, for me, being equipped for things is being in a relaxed state. So, I have anxiety, but I can lower that anxiety by being in a relaxed state. And being in a relaxed state, it I still have a cluttered mind, but all that clutter is, instead of being sporadic, being all over the place in my mind, they're all in sections. Boy, I love it. I love it. Let's keep talking about it. Y'all stay with me. So again, I have a cluttered mind. I'm gonna say it again. So really listen and focus. Put that control down, okay? You know what? Get your phone and do it. Okay. So my cluttered mind, before I do the things that I do to declutter it. Okay, think about this. This is my mind, right? And the stuff inside of it, it's anxiety. It's anxiety because the things that I try to be better equipped for are are all over the place, right? So the things that I mentioned, I may still have a cluttered mind. And that anxiety is from all the clutter being so sporadic and all over the place. But when I'm, again, in a relaxed state, the anxiety may still be there and the clutter may still be there, but they're in sections. So instead of being so messy, it's now a little organized, a little. So maybe the examples and maybe that context I created, you can apply it to your life. And I know that the way that I explained that pretty much told you that anxiety will always be there. You can just better equipped, you can have it better equipped. And I know that I pretty much said that you will always have a cluttered mind. You can just have it better organized. But again, I'm speaking for myself as an example because I can't speak for it, for you or for anybody. But that's my cluttered mind. And I don't know if you can ever really truly declutter it, especially if you're an individual such as myself who likes to stay so on top of things, who likes to stay missionary, who has a missionary type of mentality, who always wants to have tunnel vision again, like I always mention, and stay focused on things. It's really when I talk about it, people may say that may suck to think because you aren't truly enjoying things, but I enjoy life. I enjoy doing things, but there's a lot of things that I don't like doing. There's a lot of things that I don't enjoy because there's only so much that I do. Like this right here, I'm in a relaxed state. And the only reason why I'm stuttering and slamming my words is because, the medication that I take. And I'll talk about all the medication I take in another day. But it's only because of medication I take. So My mind, again, is in a relaxed state. This isn't how I truly talk, but it's in a relaxed state. I mean, just look at my body language. I'm leaning off to the side and I'm able to really talk. But the anxiety, with each word that I talk about, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to summarize everything, but it's not in an anxiety type of fashion or way. I'm just trying to stay on top of things. And everything that I'm talking about, I'm trying to have them in sections. And I don't, but I'm in a relaxed state. So I'm not saying that you're going to always have a cluttered mind, but you're going to have days where it's going to stay cluttered. Again, if you're like an individual such as myself who always want to stay better equipped for things. Now, if I can think about it properly, if you're an individual who just take things as they go, and you're just in a relaxed state no matter what, um, well, I guess none of this applies to you. Or if you're an individual who is in a relaxed state and then you get everything thrown at you and then your mind is cluttered, well, that's what I try to avoid because I don't want that. I don't want to be in a relaxed state and just take things as they go in life. And then one day I'm just not equipped for Nathan. I mean, Nathaniel. And then everything is just being thrown at me like rocks. And I have no shield at all. And I have to take all those hits. That's something that I try to avoid. And that's what keeps me up at night. Um, but if that happens to you and then your mind gets cluttered because you're trying to find all these answers and solutions for everything, um, now that, if you ask me, is what sucks. But that's what I avoid, and that's what keeps my mind running. Um, and that may sound scary because somebody may say, "Whoa, I don't want that to happen to me." So I have to start being missionary. I have to start staying up at night and keep my mind running. I'm not saying that. I'm not encouraging that, and I pray it doesn't start to happen. But again, I'm speaking for myself and I'm speaking for individuals that are like myself because again, I know I'm not the only one. But if you have a decluttered mind, if you have a cluttered mind, I spoke about the solutions that I may think will declutter it. And if it doesn't help, hey, I mean, you have to do what works for you. Maybe it's reading, maybe it's working out, running. Um, all I know is if you're a sedentary person, your mind will absolutely become cluttered. Because what are you doing to really stay active? You're just sitting there. You're going to be worried. Watching TV, it doesn't always help, especially if you're watching something you've already watched before. And even if you watch something new, that movie's going to end, and then what? You're going to keep watching movie after movie? Okay, maybe say you have a day you do that. Well, that day is going to be an absolute waste, and if that works for you, well, I guess go for it. But all I know is being in motion is life's potion. I hope I said that right, and I hope you get it. But staying in motion is life's potion. Staying in motion helps a lot of things. A lot. A lot of things. So I absolutely encourage you to become active and to stay active. Because if you're an individual who worries, then your mind is going to be cluttered with worry. Maybe you're an individual who is very sensitive and you get your feelings hurt every single day. Your mind's going to be filled with pain and hurt, and then you're going to hold on to it, and then you're going to hold on to pain after pain after pain after pain, and you're going to be sad, and you're going to think about all the reasons you became sad and you become sad, and then that's going to become the clutter, and that right there is terrible because then you're going to be an individual who walks around with all those feelings and hurt on your face, And I'm not about that. I'd rather have the face that I have that's nonchalant, that you can't really tell what I am. And if you can tell what I am, it's always one thing, and that's mad or unhappy. Or, and hey, I've been told that my whole life, and I don't care. You know, I wear it well, so I'll continue to do that. But I'd rather walk around looking mad than looking sad, or having a blank face than being able to tell how I feel, and then you just doing something to ruin it, or do something to, you know, yeah, jeopardize it. So, yeah, this is about a cluttered mind, and I've talked about how it can get cluttered and how it can possibly declutter. And I talked about what a cluttered mind really is. So, hey, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you took some knowledge from it. Hopefully I gave you some knowledge, and hopefully I gave somebody some solutions. And again, just thank you for those who have stayed loyal with me in this little YouTube channel. Uh, just thank you for sharing your time. And you don't even really have to watch. Not with these. You can just listen to my voice if it's a choice. And hey, this is Mind, Muscle, Spirit, Motivation. Like, subscribe, share. I'm going to keep this consistency going. Drop your subjects that you would like for me to talk about in the comments. And feel free to talk about how I can get better, ways. I'm open to criticism. And hey, I'm all about getting better every single day, together, forever. And until next time, again, Mind, Muscle, Spirit, Motivation. We out.
One day somebody asks, yo, P, what's the component for success? Is it the way you think, the way that you talk, how you dress? Is it the people you meet, the shit that you learn, who you impress? Is it your line of work and what or how much you invest? I guess to succeed, you got to overcome your fears, battle your own greed, conquer your own demons, become unsure, second guess everything you believe in.